Hey everyone, welcome to your February 2022 astrological forecast and a very happy Valentine's Day to everyone this month. Special thank you to my loyal subscribers who continue to support me and like and share and comment on my videos. Thank you so very much. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. And also check out the links below in the description box. There's one there to my website where you can learn more about the chart services that I offer. There's also a link to something called Ask Me a Question, and it's for those of you who only want to know just a few things about your chart. Okay? And also check out my weekly forecast, which I will be starting again. Okay, so now for your forecast. Hi Virgo, welcome to your February 2023 astrological forecast, and happy Valentine's Day to you before I forget. Anyways, the sun is in Aquarius in your 6th house. That's where you have the sign of Aquarius, okay, up until the 18th. Mercury will move here on the 11th, okay, but before then Mercury is still in Capricorn in your 5th house where you have the sign of Capricorn, okay. 5th house is the house of fun, romance, creativity, any kind of gambling, okay, sports, entertainment of any kind, children, all kinds of fun stuff. Anyways, Mercury has been here for a while, okay. It was like retrograde, then went direct, back and forth, whatever. So it's finishing up its time here, and I do have to mention though that Mercury is kind of like a prankster, or likes to play practical jokes when it's in the 5th house. Okay, so something like that could have been going on. It could have been a long-running kind of joke between you and just other people, just for fun. You know, something that everybody got a little bit of a laugh. Could have even been about someone, you know. I don't know. Anyways, or this could be involving like romance, you know. Maybe you were going back and forth with someone over anything, you know, what you have in common, what you don't have in common, any kind of problems that you were having, or misunderstandings, or just making plans with this person. The same thing in regards to a creative project, putting finishing touches on something, going back and redoing it over and over again, especially if it's something you've written. Okay, Virgos are the big writers of the Zodiac, well, along with other signs, but they're known for their attention to detail. Okay, in anything, even in any form of art. Okay, so it could be something like that, like changes or revisions you had to make in some kind of creative project, or to get things straight. You know, when Mercury's retrograde here, maybe people didn't understand your vision, you know, and what it is exactly you had in mind, you know. So now that Mercury's direct, they're like, oh, okay. And maybe you do have to start all over again, you know, because people did not understand exactly where you were coming from, seriously. Okay, and also any kind of problems maybe that you were having with a child, you know, that should have been, should be clearing up now, because they know what they can and cannot get away with. Anyways, with the sun in your 6th house of the workplace, the kind of work that you do, your work schedule, the very building even, or place where you work, even if you work from home, there's still some place or other that's considered a home base, whatever, right? Or like the headquarters, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, so Mercury moves here on the 11th, and you could be doing something like changing your schedule. You know, when Mercury's here, sometimes you do stuff like that. Maybe you are even taking time off. You know, maybe it is your time of year every time this time of year to take off, you know, some kind of vacation or whatever, you know, or you could just actually have something planned. It could be even some kind of retreat or some place of relaxation, if it's a spa or something like that. Just sixth house is also the house of health, and you could even be beginning something like that, or some new routine that you're going to do, even as far as your diet or physical exercise of some kind. Um, you know, it's not like a big thing going on right now. I mean, the planet Saturn is still in Aquarius, but it will be moving into Pisces, into your seventh house very soon. So it could be just wrapping up its stay here in your sixth house and making sure that you're really paying attention to your health. You know, a lot of times when Saturn transits here, um, it does bring to light any kind of health problems you could be having. And sometimes they even occur at work. You know, I always tell people, when Saturn is in your sixth house, in the workplace, you know, if climbing a ladder or lifting heavy objects is not part of your job, then don't do it. You know, there's a chance that you could get hurt on the job. This is like sometimes like one of those workman's comp kind of transits, you know, so it's a good idea to be very, very careful about whatever it is that you do in the workplace. I mean, this transit is leaving, so it's for about the past 2.5, 3 years, this has been in place. Okay, so hopefully, a lot of times though too, people find that when they leave work, and it's not just psychosomatic, okay, that they feel better. They feel better because the place literally makes them ill. And a lot of times that is, you know, faulty air conditioning and heating. I could attest to that because that's what happened to me as far as my health goes. Um, all kinds of things can make you sick in the workplace. So this could be one of those things. Also, too, you're more affected by the weather. Your health, if you didn't have sinus problems before or allergies, you've probably developed them since this planet has been here. So these are all the things that you can look at now. Because like I said, this planet is going to be ending its stay here. So check it out. Check your health out. You know, there could be someone in the workplace. A lot of times there's somebody who's a real pain in the ass when Saturn is here, okay? And maybe they're leaving. Maybe they were either fired or they're finally leaving. You know, just be gone. Okay, so, and also this is the house of service, so I do have to mention this, okay? A lot of times, what my idea of the house of service is, someone approaches you and needs help in some way or other, and they agree to help you in return. So it's a 50-50 arrangement where you both benefit, okay? But having Saturn here, sometimes someone leans on you far too heavily. They rely way too much on you. They give you far too much responsibility that isn't yours at all. And this could be anyone. This could be a neighbor, a relative, a friend. They're just relying on you way too much. Okay, could be something like that. Okay, well, there's a full moon here in Leo on the 5th, where you have Leo in your chart is your 12th house. It's directly across from your 6th house. Around that time, the 12th house is the house of secrets and occurrences or actions happening behind the scenes, okay? So you could actually even find out something, some kind of information about a coworker or the company you work for, or it could also be that you could find out something about anyone that is possibly, 12th house is the house of confined areas like prisons and hospitals, or personal care or nursing homes. You could find out someone is in one of these kind of, like an institution of some kind, that they're, you know, It could be a little bit of a surprise, but a lot of times you just accidentally find this information out, or someone speaks to you, especially at work, about something that they thought you already knew about, even though you weren't let in on the secret. So it's information coming to you through a roundabout way that just kind of happens, in like it. I believe it's a secret of some kind, or information that I don't want to say you weren't supposed to have, but just you find out some way or other. Okay, so the Sun moves into Pisces on the 18th. Venus is in Pisces up until the 20th. Then it'll move into Aries. But there's a new moon also in Pisces on the 20th. And all of this is occurring in your 7th house of close relationships and partnerships, business, romantic, or friendship, or arrangements or agreements, whether they're verbal or written. Okay, now Pisces is your opposite sign, so sometimes this is a little bit of a low point for you of the year, but there like really isn't as much stuff going on like maybe it was like other years with other planets being somewhere at the same time and creating like aspects that may be like a little bit trying to you, or to Virgo. Okay, so I really don't see anything like that happening here. It looks pretty nice, especially having Venus here in your 7th house. Makes your relationships with everyone pretty much, and anyone you come in contact with. But the new moon on the 20th could bring like a new person into your life. It could be a new friend even. Okay, it could be if you wanted to make any kind of changes or new arrangements or agreements within your relationships, this would be the time to do that. A new beginning is what the new moon is bringing. If it's romantic, you could... you and this person could, start some kind of new way of doing something, even if it is like your relationship. You have a talk about it, like, you know what I mean? A lot of times having Neptune, though, in the 7th house, it does bring about people that don't represent themselves truly, it does. They sometimes do try to pull the wool over your eyes, and a lot of times there's a possibility of being swindled in, like, let's say, a business transaction, or the 7th house also being the house of contracts and lawyers, even, the legal end of a contract. So sometimes people may have in the past, Neptune's been here for a while now. Okay. May have tried to like swindle you in some way or other. Saturn's going to be moving here very soon into Pisces, so you're going to have Neptune and Saturn together, and it's sometimes kind of uncomfortable combination with these two planets. So now, with the Sun being here, it does bring your attention to this area and brings a new beginning in this area. So if anyone were approaching you right now to make some kind of contract agreement, and just really ask as many questions as you can. They could be trying to smooth it over here with like Venus being here and everything, and just really talking up a storm. Okay. With you, trying to convince you to do something or other. It's not neither good nor bad. I'm just saying that if that something like that comes up, just take your time. That's all. Okay, so Venus does move into Aries on the 20th, into your 8th house, where you have Aries, and Jupiter is already here, and this is a wonderful combination for having these two wonderful planets together. Okay. 8th house is a money house. It's other people's money and resources. It's also passive money, which means money coming to you through means other than earning it, such as a prize money. Okay, now Jupiter's been here for a while, so other people's money or resources should have been available to you, okay, in some way or other. Someone lent you something, or they did things for you, they did you favors, or they helped you in some way or other. Venus here is even better because it's attracting money or resources to you. Okay, this is insurance payouts, legal settlements, refunds, or credit, increased credit in bank accounts or credit cards. It's like I said, prize money though too, but it is the house of legacies and inheritances. So you may have inherited something or other. You don't have to necessarily, you know, like be inheriting something for someone to just give you something. Could be money, but it could be something that they have that they thought you would like, or maybe you had admired and mentioned it, or just helping you in some way or other. So not with just money, but with Venus moving here, I'd have to say money could be a part of it. You know, if I were you, while these two planets are transiting together, okay, Venus and Jupiter together in your 8th house, first of all, if there was any kind of favor that you needed to ask, and in regards to borrowing something of someone's, or even if it's money, or even having to approach a financial institution like a bank, okay, they're more than likely really willing to help you at this time, okay. But I would play the lottery. Okay, it's nothing real big. Just take the whatever, you know, the highest jackpot that's in your area or something or other. But it wouldn't hurt. Okay, so the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Virgo on the 6th, 7th, and 8th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Pisces, and those dates are the 20th and 21st. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 16th, and 17th. The best time for money is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 22nd, and 23rd. The best time for your career is the 1st, 26th, 27th, and 28th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 11th, 12th, 13th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. So thanks so much for joining me. Be sure to check out your weekly forecast, okay? And I'll see you then. Happy Valentine's Day. Goodbye.